Hello everyone, welcome back to a new episode of Shin Megami Tensei 5. So it seems like I got the wrong idea about the true ending. I don't think I'm going to be able to do the true ending this playthrough. From what I understand, the important decision, one of the important decisions for getting the true ending is what you say after the Metatron boss fight. And to get the true ending, you have to make a certain decision there, and then you have to do every single side quest in the game, as far as I can tell. Or a very select, like, the Demeter questline, the Shiva questline, the Kanzu questline, those. You have to do a few important ones. And I beat Metatron before I beat Shiva. So, basically, to go back and fix that particular little issue, I would have to refight Shiva again, grind up all the levels again and everything, so I don't think I can get the true ending this playthrough, unfortunately. I might be butchering the reasoning for that, but basically I can't get it without having to refight Shiva or doing a New Game Plus playthrough. So I'm like, I'll probably just look up the true ending. We will see about the other endings though, because I think for the other endings all I have to do is revert to a previous save before I make the decision about who I'm siding with. That's specifically after Metatron. So I think that way we can see the other endings, but we'll see how much time this takes and everything. Will you travel to the realm between the earth and the heavens? Yeah. Yeah, we'll see how much time it takes. I may just look up all of the endings and then kind of tell people my reaction to it. I'm not sure. I'm usually not one to play games multiple times unless it's like near.
To possess such incredible power, no doubt means you are able to see my true form. Look upon me.
Look at this Castlevania boss, jeez. Oh. Okay, now you're a Gundam.
Shall we begin?
Well, I like your cool Mecha Gundam form. That's pretty neat. Although your Castlevania boss form was also pretty cool. Alright, let's go. Defense down.
As the Lord of Chaos, I defeated the Creator, consumed his knowledge, and became more than he could possibly imagine. It was then I came to understand this world. Following the world's recreation, a new dot will eventually appear. And soon after, the gods will rise up to claim the throne. At which time, the Nahobino of that world will destroy you. And the throne will once again receive a new ruler.
I see. So it's going to be a vicious cycle of the same thing happening over and over again, because a new dot's always going to spawn, there's going to be a new Nahobino that kills the new creator, which is me. Interesting.
This endless cycle is the result of a spatial governing phenomenon known as the Mandala system. Do you not wish to be free of such restrictions? Do you not wish to be free from Mandala's eternal machinations?
Okay. Okay, I'm starting to understand a little bit more here. Alright, so Lucifer. Let's go ahead and spyglass your ass. How about that? Specifically not Satan, because people told me that Lucifer and Satan are actually separate entities in this world, which is interesting. 105 magic, so you are a magic user. You have Megadolon, Falling Star. These all ignore affinity resistances. Maximize defense. Okay. That's not gonna matter because I have Tandava, so... okay, you're kind of scary. Your music's interesting. Oh wow, you resist physical. You're only weak to... or you only don't resist dark. Interestingly enough. For Lucifer, the one thing Lucifer doesn't resist is dark. Not what I would have expected. Alright, well, we're gonna luster candy here. This might still be a pretty difficult fight, although having Tandava is really useful. I won't lie. Shiva is stronger than Lucifer. If Shiva would have joined the fight for the throne, that would have been it for everybody, gotta say. Okay, so you can only use physical attacks. Wow, now would be a very good time to have Alice, actually. Okay, yeah, you resist that, but it still does okay damage.
Long have I searched for a way to truly be free. At last, I have found but one possibility. End me. Consume my knowledge, and with it, wrest this world from the Mandala's endless eons.
Yep, see, Lucifer's just looking out for us. Lucifer's just trying to help. Once again, giving us knowledge that God didn't want us to have.
This is the reason for my transcendence. To ice.
Okay, I don't think it's gonna work. Sorry, friend. Sorry about it. Alright. I want to hear all your dialogue, so I'm not gonna go too hard on you. If you fix your defense, I'll lower it again, but I want to hear all your dialogue, so I don't want to just totally bum rush you and lose out on that. You don't do a lot of damage, though, so you can attack.
The time has come.
Good one. Alright, you didn't say anything there. I'll hit you with another one. And, I'll debilitate you. And we'll just guard. And I'll hit with Fionn. It might be certain thresholds that you say something new. I was thinking you would say something new like every turn, but it's looking like that's not the case now. Okay, I still don't want to use my Magatsuki because that'll probably kill you way too quickly. So I'll just hit you with regular attacks, I suppose. I don't want to miss any potential dialogue if you do decide to say something new. If it is a threshold thing, once I get you to a certain point, you say something new. 25% when you're wounded, what have you. Dekaja, all our stat buffs faded. That's fine.
One must consider true freedom.
Lucifer created a star and changed affinities. Okay. What exactly? So, okay, now you're weak to fire. And the Brimstone Star, I imagine, is fire. Well, I can Megadolo on you. So... Shiva has fire. I shouldn't have passed my turn with you, actually. Okay. Oh, wait, well, because I got rid of the thing, you block it now. Okay. Okay, so that's how this boss works. Gotcha. So you create a star, it gives you an extra ally, but it gives you a weakness. Gotcha. It's an interesting fight. I will give it that. Your accuracy and attack are gonna go back to normal. Okay, you're hurting now. Got anything new to say? Diorama? That's fine.
Is that all?
Created a star and changed affinities. Okay, so... What I could do here, so now you're weak to ice and fire, yes. So let's pass. Let's luster candy. And ooh, but see the problem is with you specifically, I can't. Because the brimstone star would block it. What are you called? The Cocytus star. Cocytus? I forget how to actually pronounce that. I think it's Cocytus. Alright, so you're weak to this now. So, bang. Big damage. And I'll do a Megadolomon to get rid of those two things. And, yeah, let's debilitate you again to make sure that defense stays low. Here I am just toying with Satan because I'm so busted. From what I can see, it... Oh, cool, confusion. That's not fun. From what I can see, it doesn't seem like it was super intended or, for people to beat Shiva on their first playthrough. Which seems odd to me. If it's not intended, like, they clearly made it possible, but if it's not intended to beat Shiva on your first playthrough, I don't know, maybe just have him in New Game Plus instead of be there on the first playthrough. It seems odd, but whatever. Let's debilitate you again. Because yeah, of course I was going to try to beat Shiva, even though Shiva was a crazy high level compared to the boss. Mostly because it's so damn easy to level up in this when gospels and things exist. So. Alright, should I just finish you? Should I just finish you? I think you'll be very close to dead here. Let's see just one more time if you say anything new. And then next turn we'll finish you off. Defense at maximum. Okay. Megadolon. I dodged it. Good stuff, me. Yeah, we're running out of MP anyway. So, sorry, Satan. Bye-bye. Or not Satan, sorry. Lucifer. Alrighty. Man, it's crazy to think I'm about to finish off another long-ass JRPG like this. I started this when I was finishing Tales of Arise, so... God, 2 really long JRPGs back-to-back. It's a lot. My power's all yours if your dinky little human mind can handle it. Abaddon, do a sexy dance for me. I think we need it because we won. Show me your best sexy dance. Let's get rid of Lightspring. You don't need that. I actually like that demon. That demon's cool.
Indeed.
Power of the Sun rules the battlefield. Sure. Screw Null Dark. Yeah. Good level ups, everybody. I should have used luck.
Magnificent, my children. With this, the world will surely be freed.
Well, that was a cool shot. The color fading from everything.
The new ruler has remade this world into one governed by a multitude of vastly different gods. The people offer their faith equally, choosing a life of diversity and building an ever-changing society in the process. But this life has no doubt proven difficult for some, those lacking convictions of their own, those seeking answers. Those who think for themselves and walk their own path have come together to achieve a great many things. But these irreconcilable differences in ideology have naturally given way to immeasurable conflict. The new ruler now looks upon a world plagued with strife. However, his sadness aside, he holds firm to his beliefs. To choose is far better than to be chosen for, and responsibility should fall to those who earnestly wish to choose for themselves.
Yeah, that's about what I expected would be the caveat to my particular choice. That is very, very much what I expected. We are definitely about to get copyright claimed, aren't we? I'm fairly sure we are. But yeah, this was a really cool game. So that was my first ending. I think I'm gonna try and get the other ones just to see what happens. I think I have to like refight some people, but it's not the biggest deal in the world to me. The protagonist, Casey. So I've heard Casey is actually non-binary, which is super interesting, considering that when the trailers for SMT came out, everyone was wondering if the main character was non-binary because no one was sure. So it's cool that they got a non-binary actor to do the voice acting for MC here. Nahobino, as people seem to call them, so that's cool. I guess you, in particularly when they're a Nahobino, I guess you would refer to them as they, them, because there's technically two people there. So, because we got Aogami and we got the MC, but this was a neat game. I really liked this. I had a fun time with SMT. It's a bit of a bummer that I can't get the true ending. I will say I usually don't like true endings anyway. I usually prefer when there's like 3 choices, all of them have their pros and cons, and there's no like true answer. You just have to go with what you personally believe in and you think is the best decision, because I mean that's how the real world works a lot of the time. Having like a true ending basically legitimizes one of the choices usually, and just is like, okay, this is the best one. That decision that you agonized over didn't really matter that much because there was a better one hiding in the background that you could have done the entire time. So I'm not usually crazy about true endings. Some of them are better than others, but I usually like the feeling of agonizingly choosing these 3 different paths, and each of them have their own pros and cons, but you have to work out in your head why you chose the one you particularly want to decide with. And I think, for me, I haven't seen the other 2 endings yet, but based off of just what I've seen, I think I would probably like the Koshimizu one the most, just because it makes the most sense to me. I mean, giving people the freedom to worship whoever they want and having a multitude of gods, yes, it creates strife and it creates conflict, but it's creating a perfect world basically seems impossible, in my opinion. I mean, take Yakumo's for existence. Okay, we completely take gods and everything out of the equation. Humans are still going to battle humans. There's still going to be combat. There's still going to be strife. There's still going to be disagreement. So, I get it, but I still think Koshimizu is the best one for me personally. Because it gives demons and humans a chance. Because as we've seen, not all demons are awful. So I don't know what awaits me in the other endings, really. I mean, I have a pretty good idea with Yakumo's and, of course, Abdiel's, but I don't know what awaits in the true ending. Like I said, usually true endings kind of veer into one path and kind of legitimize that path as the canon one, if you would, or the best one, or the true one. So I'm interested to see which kind of path it leans down, or it might just be like, no, screw it. We just kind of do whatever we want, or it's something I'm not thinking of, which is a possibility. But we will see. I don't know how I'm going to handle viewing the true ending yet. I don't know if I would feel comfortable watching someone else's YouTube video in my YouTube video. That feels weird. And like actually showing it and everything and watching it with everyone. I don't know about that. It would just feel weird to me. So I'll probably just look it up myself, watch it, and then kind of give my thoughts on it and encourage other people to watch it then as well if they haven't seen it, because a lot of the people here have played the game, although I'm sure there are some people who followed me that maybe haven't played it or haven't gotten this far or haven't seen the true ending. So I encourage you to watch it yourself when I watch it, but I think we're gonna try, even though I really don't want to, see the Order ending. I think we're gonna try and see the other two. I am very interested in Yakumo's ending because I want to see if it works out the way I expect it to, basically. I really, really want to see if it works out the way I expect it to, so we'll see how it goes, but I had a really, really fun time with this game. It was fun. I'm glad I finally got to complete my first Shin Megami Tensei game, and I'm glad to add another super long JRPG to my list of completed series. So, alright, I think we're basically at the end of the credits here. I actually managed to talk through all of them. I usually don't have that many things to say, but there's a lot to talk about in this game. I do like how the credits was walking towards this thing in the middle. That was neat. Atlas, please don't, like, give me a copyright strike on my channel because I'm uploading this. Please don't. Alright, don't be a dick, Atlas. You did that with Persona. I haven't heard anything about anyone having that happen with SMT5 in particular, so I'm hoping Atlas decides to behave. Alright, Lady Nua's been unlocked for fusion. Yeah, I imagine different routes would give you different fusions and different boss fights and stuff, so Nua, we can make Nua now. And Abdiel as well, and Fallen Abdiel. Preparing to save clear data. By loading this clear data, you will be able to start a new game plus from the beginning of the game. In doing so, you will be able to carry over certain elements of your previous playthrough, such as your levels and money. Since clear data is a special type of save data used to start a new playthrough, it cannot be used to load previous game progress. When saving clear data, it is strongly recommended that you ever save in an empty slot or overwrite a slot you no longer want. Okay, so I'm gonna put it in probably this. This is my latest, or my earliest save right here. We're at Tokyo Tower. We have Ariok in our party. That's how I know it's pretty damn early. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna save there. That's probably my best bet. Boom. There's my clear save data. So if I ever want to do another playthrough, I can, and it looks like those are the 4 endings right there, those little dots. So we got the third one, we're missing the first and second one, which I'm imagining the first one is order, the second one is neutral, and the third one, which we got, is chaos, which makes sense. And then we have the fourth one. So, alright, we're done, we are good, we have made a backup save. You'll now be returned to the title menu. You can start a new game plus by loading the clear data. Cool. Like I said, usually not one for New Game Plus. It wouldn't take the longest time in the world, but like, because I mean obviously I'd be high level, so I could just bum rush all the bosses and plow right through the game. But it would take just long enough for it not to be worth for me, especially when I can just look up the true ending. So, Alright, let's go back to right here. No, not right here. This is the Empyrean throne room. We need to go back, I think, to path to the throne. Oh boy, yeah, we had to go way back. Okay, wow, yeah, no, this is really far back, actually. This would be, wow, I'm gonna lose Tau, and at this particular point, I don't have Demeter, so I would have to remake Demeter and do all that stuff with her. I'm gonna have to refight Metatron, I'm gonna have to refight all the bosses in the Empyrean, and get back up there. Ooh. That's a lot of work. That's a lot of work. I don't really have that much time to record today. Like, I set aside about an hour, hour and a half for the finale here. But, yeah, I didn't realize just how far back Metatron was. But Metatron is very far back. Yeah, it sucks that I just screwed up my saves like that. Yeah. I mean, I can try it. I'll try it. I'll see just how long it may take. Because I am pretty over-leveled here. So if I'm just bum-rushing the bosses, maybe it won't be so bad. We'll see, though. Well, I'm gonna give it a shot. Oh, okay, so I don't actually think I need to refight Metatron. I think, yeah, I don't think I need to refight Metatron. I think I saved after beating Metatron, like I walked back, saved, and then came back over here. So yeah, I don't have to refight Metatron, I just have to skip through some cutscenes and then I can make my choice. Okay, so I did one thing right. Okay, so I will destroy the throne, I will recreate the world and save Tokyo. So we did that before, so let's do I will uphold God's order.
Your will has been made known to me. Thus will I await you beyond heaven and earth.
This will also be a much more real fight if I am going to be redoing these fights, because, yeah, I'm a little bit more on par with their level in this particular save file, so that'll be interesting. Okay, nothing changed there, so now I just gotta make it through here, and we should be good. Oh wait, yeah, and then now we get this cutscene. What exactly is happening? Yeah, okay, here we go. This is new.
So, you've come after all. You would bear witness to the glory of our god?
Atsuta just doesn't get it. His trust in the Amatsukami is misplaced. But we'll make him see, one way or another. So you gotta take out Tsukoyomi.
That would be ideal. If he can be silenced, Atsuta may yet abandon his foolish ambition. To that end, I grant you the full might of Bethel. In his holy name, may it serve you well.
Now, we better move, Abdiel.
Indeed. I pray for your success.
Alright, you massive dork. God, I hate this route already. I don't like these two idiots. You are now able to command a copy of Herald Abdiel. Cool. Cool. So I can make Abdiel now. Neat. God, I hate these dorks. I hate these dumb dorks. Alright, so we're not going to be redoing, like, Demeter's quest or anything like that. So I'm just gonna run through and beat these bosses really quick, get to the end, and we'll see how that goes. Alright, so here we are, and this cutscene's probably gonna unfold a little bit differently this time.
The Creator's iron grip has stifled this world. It must be returned to the gods!
The only god we need is God the Almighty. How else can we bring order?
You only say that because you've stopped thinking for yourself!
I've stopped being blind to my own mistakes. Humans are flawed, but God is infallible.
I suppose we'll never see eye to eye. You have devotion, but blind faith is useless.
Let it go, Yuzuru Atsuta. We're past the point of solving this with words. He has forgotten the assembly that has always watched over his land. Even if the gods do not all stand equal, all will have the respect and worship they deserve. For the sake of a better world where gods roam free, help me eliminate Dazai and his patron.
It's up to you. Please protect God's order.
At long last, I see. You are both Nahobino, yet something in your soul stands apart from his. If you favor our father's grand design, I ask only that you protect it.
It can't be. Brother, you would turn against me. And you, boy, I thought you would understand. I seek to create a new Tokyo. Those who would oppose it shall receive no mercy.
Alright, well now we've seen all three versions of this fight, at least, and your design is about as cool as I expected, Koshimizu, so that is nice to see.
This'll do.
Alright, and I'm about your level, only slightly above, so you're weak to fire, true replication and false replication. Creates a replica, ice attacks, ignores affinity resistance, Yabusume shot, okay. You got some stuff. You got some stuff. You can apparently create replicas of yourself, which is, not ideal. And unfortunately, I don't really have fire? Let's see. So, Amanozako, we do have Mata. Mata could do it. Mata is also another healer, basically. Asura, were you fire? You were fire, but your magic stat sucks. And Amon was fire as well. I think we'll go for Amon. Well, no, your magic stat sucks. That's right. And you don't have like a... I mean, do I really even need it? But yeah, we'll switch to you anyway.
Let's go.
Get in here, Mata. Wait, are you weak to ice? I should have checked that. You might be weak to ice. You're weak to ice. Great. Okay, well, never mind. I'm just gonna... Oh yeah, you do have Agabarian. I just never use it. And I took it away in my future save, so that's why I didn't think you had it. Okay, never mind. Get back in here, Monozako. I need your resistances to, like, everything. Thank you.
Your turn. Go.
Cool. Just wasting time, it's fine. Wasted a Monozako's buff as well. What can you do? Alright. Once we get our gauge, I'm pretty sure I'll be able to wail on you and murder you pretty easily. Most of us block ice, so... unfortunate for you. Alright, go ahead and hit you with a Megadolan. Yeah, you have a lot of HP, but that's about all you got. I'm gonna go ahead and debilitate those stats. I do really like your design, though. It's quite cool. So you don't resist this. Good. And you can Agabarian. And yeah, we should be finishing you off fairly soon. I don't know if you're going to pull out anything crazy. I think the other endings, I think this one took just long enough that I'm like, I think the other endings I'll just look up. Because this takes a bit of time. We've at least seen all the unique bosses from this, which is mostly what I wanted to see. From this particular section, these series of choices, we fought against Nahobino Nuo, we fought against Nahobino Abdiel, and now we fought against Nahobino Kurshimizu. So, yeah. Or Tsukoyomi, sorry. So, yeah. I think we'll probably just look up the other endings to see what changes. Unfortunately, the one ending I did end up doing as well is the ending that I'm like, ugh. I hate these guys. They're the exact opposite of what I want, but whatever. That's never gonna work for you, friend, if you use that. Amanozako blocks physical. Alright, critical.
You ready?
Go ahead and hit him with it. And let's work on finishing this fight, why don't we? Big damage. Don't need to debilitate you. Just Megadola. There you go, it's a little bit of extra damage, I guess. Mazanbarian. Yeah, Fionn and Quasi are going to be the ones doing the most damage, as is per usual. I don't think we're going to be able to finish you off this turn, though. You have just a bit too much HP. Next turn, probably, though. Next turn, probably. And I'm going to have to refight Satan again, or Lucifer, sorry, so I can see the ending there. I don't know if I'll re-show that fight, seeing as we've already seen it before. But, yeah. Oop, I didn't mean to use Murakumo there. That was my bad. Just pass. You do that. Alright, I think you're dead. Oh, no. You dodged it. Good stuff. Okay, well, you know what's really pointless? That oh, wait, no. Wait, I thought Amanozako blocked that earlier. Did she just dodge it instead? And now I'm realizing, yeah, Yabasume's shot goes through resistance, so... Yeah, that wasn't the case earlier. I could have sworn I saw a block animation when you did that earlier. But it must have just been a dodge, and that's why you kept losing your turn. Whatever. You should be dead now unless you dodge again. Go ahead and finish it, Fionn. Oh, wow. Okay, you're still kicking. Will an attack kill you? Yes, it will. I killed you with my mage attack. Boom. My very small mage attack stat. Alright. Magic. Lakshmi. Essences. Yeah, I already had this demon's essence. Cool. Alright, what happens now?
Well done, brother.
So I came over here because, in a second I'm gonna need to make a new healer to replace Tao. And, we can make Abdiel. I don't know if I'm going to, specifically for the reason that I need to have enough money to make a good healer. But, you're here. You exist. I see you. Were either of you healers? I don't for the life of me remember. You are. The question is, can we get Mediahara on you? Probably by doing some things. Yeah, I'll make Gabriel. Gabriel will be my healer to replace, Tao. Oh yeah, Nua. I momentarily forgot about you. Sorry about that. We'll just murder you real quick. Alright, Nua's down. We just lost Tao. I'm gonna go over here, heal up, fight Lucifer, and then we'll see this other ending, and then, yeah, I think we're probably gonna watch the other two. Because, I unfortunately don't have the time to do all of these. Like I said, I'm not normally one to do, like, multiple playthroughs anyway. I just get bored doing the same thing over and over again. So, yeah, I think we're good here. We got Gabriel in the party to help us out with Lucy over here. So, yeah, let's go in here and do it. I still don't think it's going to be hard, mind you. If stuff starts to get really rough, or I notice it's really hard, or Lucifer does anything new, I'll show that, but I think it's just going to take longer, because I don't do as much damage. Alright, you were slightly more annoying, but it really wasn't that big of a deal. You're still gonna go down, friend, so, bye-bye. Unfortunately, I don't really think there's much interesting that I can do here. Sure, Donum on you. You can't do anything, so just pass. You can mock. I mean, you could have attacked a Monozako, but it would have done like 2 damage. So, there we go. That's a dead Lucifer. Just took a little bit longer. You did confuse me at one point, and I had to use a Amrita shower, but we were fine. So that is that. Finish this ending off on 110 magic. We got our sexy dance habit on here, learning some new skills too.
Magnificent, my children. With this, the world will surely be freed.
Alright, this is new.
And so, the new ruler has taken up the order of the old. Established by the one true God, this order has long governed both angels and humans alike. Seeking to prevent further chaos, the new ruler has bestowed a new Tokyo and restored those that were lost. Though it is but an echo of a past miracle, the people shall remain blissfully unaware as they go about their lives. See how the new ruler watches from his throne, how greatly pleased he is with his work. One justice, only one right answer. It is a world that wholly rejects infinite possibility. But for the humans who so easily lose their way, may this be their guiding light, their path to unwavering faith. With a prosperous future ahead, mankind need not think for themselves. They need only exhibit their devotion.
I mean, I guess things turn out better for the humans in this particular ending, but God, I hate what this ending preaches. Blind devotion, not ever questioning anything, and just being blissfully unaware of everything that's going on around you that's bad. I really don't like what this one preaches, so that makes me really not like this ending. So, if I can skip these credits, we are going to go to the main menu. Lady Noah, Fallen Abdiel, okay. New Game Plus, override to save. Cool, we can put that one down here with our other completed one. Sure. There you are. Cool. And yeah, there we go. So we have the order and the chaos endings. We do not have the neutral or the true endings. So I'm going to look these up, watch them on YouTube, and then I'll kind of give my thoughts afterwards. So I encourage you to watch them as well if you haven't seen them, and give me a quick second. Okay, so I just saw the neutral ending, which is going with Nua and Yakumo. And that one's pretty cool. Some things I noticed is, you know, in that ending, you destroy the throne so that this Battle of the Gods stuff ends. But a few things of note, Goko is obviously distraught because the throne is gone, and he's like, chaos will reign now. We have no, you know, it's gone. We have no ruler. So that's interesting. And Tal specifically is like, please reconsider. And when you don't reconsider and destroy the throne anyway, Tal's like, oh well, I guess I'll just wait for the next opportunity, which basically is talking about the mandala thing that Lucifer is talking about, the mandala effect, I guess, cycle. I think it was cycle. It's talking about that, where this is going to come around again. Tal will have another opportunity to have another sovereign come and take the throne and overthrow you. So we haven't actually fixed the problem in Neutral. And specifically in the ending of Neutral, it says, yeah, the agents of chaos still run loose. Humanity has to fight them. A lot of people die fighting the demons. It's basically constant war. But humanity finds a way, and they manage to succeed. So it's a bit of a melancholic ending, but it's an ending where humanity kind of has their fate in their own hands, rather than putting it in the hands of the gods. Unfortunately, that means a lot of death and everything. So I now know that the true ending branches off of neutral, because basically in the video it says create a world solely for humanity. So I'm guessing we're going to separate the demons from the humans in this ending and just completely sever the ties between both of them, so neither interacts with the other ever again, and humanity can just live without having to worry about gods and demons and these other things. So I'm going to watch this one really quickly, and then I'll give my final thoughts. Okay, so I'm not all the way through this ending yet, but I had some things I wanted to get out because it seems like this one's a little bit longer than the other ones. So in this one, Goku actually likes it. He's not distraught, because you don't destroy the throne, you use the throne to create a different kind of world that nobody knew was an option, or nobody was talking about. And it seems like, based off of what some of the characters say, you're not just separating the worlds of demons and humans. Like, you're not just making it where Dot is on another plane of existence and can never interact with humans again. You're making it so that they are just completely eradicated, as Lucifer puts it, because Lucifer appears at the end. And Tao actually seems to like this idea and kind of joins with you to take you to the throne so you can see this out. You also have a nice little scene with Aogami where Aogami's like, okay, this is goodbye. Even though I'm artificial, I'm still a demon, so I'm going to be wiped out too. I was happy to make this journey with you, which is sweet. And then Lucifer shows up, and Lucifer's like, so I see you're going to try and eradicate demons and gods from the world of the humans. Yeah, that's cool and everything, but you know that doesn't work, right? And humans are fated to give rise to demons no matter what, basically. So you getting rid of demons right now isn't really going to do all that much. So that's interesting. I find that really interesting. And then he's like, okay, but there is a way to do it. And that's when he's like, meet me and we'll fight, and then I'll tell you. So I'm going to watch that now and see what I think. Okay, so that's that. That's a lot to unpack. I'm going to have to remember everything that I wanted to say. So, weirdly enough, Lucifer doesn't tell you what the secret is. At least, it didn't show it in the video that I watched. It just kind of had Lucifer saying, hey, come find me and I'll tell you the secret. And then it showed them beating Lucifer, and Lucifer being like, magnificent, my children. And then that's it. He doesn't actually give the reason that you can do this, but you do it, you come back, Aogami's like, alright, so with the thing that Lucifer told you, we can successfully create this vision of your world and it will be everlasting. And he's like, I'm going to be gone, but that's okay because you and I share a soul, so any decision that you make would have been the same decision that I would have made. You have a handshake, you have a nice little tender moment with Aogami. And then one of the interesting changes is where we kind of appear in like the ether with like a giant, I don't know what you would call it, like a D900 sitting there. And you kind of walk towards it, and then that's usually, like, the credits are you walking towards it, and then the game ends when you reach it and you do whatever thing you're going to do. You're not in Nahobino form, because Aogami does not exist anymore. You are in your regular school attire walking to this. And you do it, and the narrator actually comes on, who I believe is Goku, and says that the world of man is at an end, which I didn't totally understand. I thought the world of demons and gods was at an end, because everybody seems to be having a great time in your new world. Everybody's walking all around. You see Dazai running around like a little doofus, and you see Tao having a good time, and Miyazu and everything. Atsuta, everybody's there. Everybody's having a good time. But it seems like things aren't as perfect as you would think. You also see our main character, but you see two versions of them. One of them has yellow eyes, which I assume is the main character that is the creator, and has now placed themselves in this world that they have created. But there also exists another version of them because they were in this version of the world that they basically copied. So there's two of them, and it basically says, all things must come to an end. You've successfully destroyed the, age-long battle of the gods and demons. You've successfully put an end to that cycle, but can the world really exist without Mandala? And it's like, nobody knows. Nobody knows what's going to happen after this. Nobody's tried this before. This is brand new territory being charted, and nobody really knows what's going to happen. So that could potentially be setting up for a sequel to this game. I've heard a lot of people say that they think this is a sequel to Nocturne, specifically, and I don't understand a lot of the reasonings given because I haven't played Nocturne. But it makes me think maybe they're thinking about having a sequel to this one, because they definitely set up the possibility for one. In the fact that they're like, what's going to happen? I don't know. Maybe something will. So, possibly setting up for a sequel to this, but that was cool. That was a neat ending. Like I said, I usually don't like true endings, but I think that one gives enough thought-provoking questions to make it pretty cool. I wish it wasn't such a pain to get to. Like I said, it seems like they intended for you to not fight Shiva until a New Game Plus playthrough, but I kind of bulldozed my way through and beat Shiva anyway. But unfortunately, after I had already, I basically, they should have put the point of no return warning before Metatron. Basically, they should have been like, this decision is very important. You might want to make a save before here. So maybe they did do that. I don't recall. I know they have the warning before you go fight Lucifer. But yeah, a big ol' warning before Metatron being like, complete all of the side quests and everything before you do this would have been nice. Because then I could have went and fought Shiva. But like I said, they probably intended for you to do that in a New Game Plus playthrough. I just didn't want to have to play through the entire game again. So, but yeah, that is Shin Megami Tensei 5. What a good one. What a long one. I don't know if it came out to be quite as long as Tales of Arise did. They might have been about the same length. I think overall this is probably one of my favorite JRPGs I've played on the channel. Comments were generally good. Didn't spoil anything. Were pretty nice. And everything. It just kind of let me explore and poke at the game at my own pace and everything, which is refreshing, because so often with games like this, people are trying to tell you how to build, trying to tell you what to do, trying to tell you all this, and I don't mind getting help on, like stuff like getting the true ending and stuff like that. But sometimes in games like these, people are constantly like, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? But there wasn't really any of that, which was nice. I was kind of just, as a noob, able to completely just explore the game and kind of find my own way through it, which is fun. So thanks for everybody that watched this far. This has been quite a long adventure, but quite a fun one. Had some struggles with Shiva and everything, but yeah, hopefully I'll get to play another SMT game someday. If JRPGs are your thing, I do have a playlist on my channel. If you go to my channel page, that has all the JRPGs, RPGs I've ever played, and probably what's going to be replacing this is Legends of Arceus, or Pokemon Legends Arceus, whatever it is, the new Pokemon game. So that's probably what's going to be replacing this, but I had a good time with you, SMT5, and it makes me look forward to things in the future, because I feel like I'm more familiar with the demons and the systems than I've ever been, because quite frankly, Persona didn't really ingratiate me to the demons that much, but this certainly has, since I had to use them in my party and everything. So I hope you've enjoyed this playthrough. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time for something new.